Preparing for the AI 103 exam requires a specific mindset. Success demands the ability to analyze real-world architectural scenarios rather than memorizing Azure services. We partnered with cloudcertificationstore.com because their study materials are engineered entirely around practical, scenario-based questions. Let's walk through one to see how this works. You are tasked with deploying a new AI application that connects to Azure AI Search and blob storage. Your security team establishes a strict boundary. The application cannot rely on stored secrets or connection strings. This network topology shows the expected access path. You might consider placing an API key inside Azure Key Vault, but that still leaves your application handling a secret. The correct solution is managed identity, assigning role-based permissions directly. Implementing keyless, identity-based authentication is the required starting point for securing enterprise AI workloads in the Azure ecosystem. With the security foundation set, WITH has to address dynamic data. Imagine you are building a customer support application that relies on internal company policy documents, and those documents are updated every single week. Fine-tuning models for weekly policy updates is a mistake. Continual retraining increases latency, costs, and risks serving stale data. Instead, separate knowledge from reasoning. Using a retrieval-augmented generation, or RAG architecture, the model queries a dedicated search index for current policies right before answering. Whenever an application requires highly dynamic or frequently updated enterprise data, RAG is the correct architecture to maintain accuracy. We can push this further by adding autonomous action. Your next assignment is to build an AI agent that helps employees troubleshoot issues and submit IT service requests directly through a chat interface. To build this successfully, the agent requires 3 specific architectural components. Take a moment to identify them before the timer runs out. First, conversation memory. The agent must maintain full interaction context for back-and-forth IT workflows. Second, knowledge store retrieval, pulling troubleshooting steps from internal documentation. Finally, function calling tools, granting the AI the ability to execute structured payloads against the actual IT ticketing API. Modern enterprise AI applications are stateful orchestrators. They require memory, knowledge access, and functional tools to interact with your business logic. Let's introduce a critical risk factor to that agent. Instead of resetting passwords, assume the target API updates highly sensitive financial customer records. A model hallucination here carries massive operational risk. To secure this workflow, you must implement approval flow controls. The agent is allowed to draft the proposed data update, but a human reviewer is required to authorize the action before it executes. These 3 architectural rules are heavily tested concepts: keyless authentication via managed identity, dynamic data retrieval using RAG, and gating high-risk API executions with approval flows. You can practice applying these exact architectures by visiting cloudcertificationstore.com. Their AI 103 prep book is packed with scenario-based questions that test your decision-making in production environments. Passing the AI 103 exam requires you to prove you can securely design, govern, and deploy the kind of enterprise AI systems that businesses actually trust.